In EOS, intelligent fixtures are controlled largely in the same way as conventional fixtures. We see them as channels, provide values, and record them into queues. Pretty basic. In fact, using the provided worksheet, you'll see the same 9 channels as before, except that they look a little bit larger. See this kind of stuff at the bottom? A little bit taller. This extra space is showing extra values, or what we call parameters, about the light. It doesn't seem like much here, but if we change the way in which the information is being displayed by pressing the Format button, by the way, make sure that you have this window highlighted. You can see that with a yellow line. And then I'll press the Format button, which is on the far right side of your keyboard, or F4 if you like your hotkeys. Please learn your hotkeys. You'll see that everything expands. New colors, by the way, you'll see. So we've got our typical red, but we've also got now this thing called dark gray, which is kind of neat. This is what we mean by, this signifies home in the lighting world. So if the light isn't being told specifically what to do, tell it to go home. So rather than panning over here, I need to go back. Rather than saying spin my gobos, say stop. Rather than saying, be this color, go back to white. That kind of thing. And you can see that if I grab channel number 3 and I hit sneak, all these channels will go home and return to dark gray. There we go. You'll also notice that these lights are grouped together by model of light. So rather than saying 1, 2, 3, 4 right after each other, it says 1, 2, 3, and these are different types of light in order. But if we go down here, we'll see that these 4 lights are the same type of model. This helps kind of visually signify groups of lights, and it's kind of nice. You also notice that most of these different parameters, and we can see them up here, are kind of standard, and you might recognize them. For example, intensity. I know what intensity. Other ones might be a little bit confusing, like position M speed. What the heck does that even mean? We'll talk about several of these later, but for now, I just need you to nod your head and smile. New ones that you might recognize, however, would be things like pan and tilt, the way that a moving light goes up or down, or to the left or to the right. You'll also recognize things like red, green, and blue. Hooray! Your primary colors, but not your primary colors of kindergarten. That doesn't make any sense. These are additive color mixing. RGB is additive color mixing. There's an article in the link below if you want to learn about that. But kind of remember if you went to your grandma's house and got really close to the TV, you could see the red and the green and the blue dots. That's what's going on here. Anyway, if we take the red and the green and the blue and we make them 0, it means blackout. If we put them all together, red and green and blue, you get white. Anyway, science. It's fun. Others that you might see, if I grab one of these lights and go to the moving lights section, we'll talk about the moving lights section, that you can see a whole host of parameters on top of parameters on top of parameters. Holy cow, are you overwhelmed yet? I am. Actually, I'm not, but that's okay. EOS likes to categorize a lot of these different parameters into these sections: intensity, focus, color, form, image, and shutter. This organization helps a lot in your programming process, and we'll go through each of these in the subsequent lessons. So, try it out, move on.